Everybody loves a great underdog story. A story where a simple team or single person will overcome an insurmountable task at hand. It may seem impossible, but somehow they did it. In the world of blockchain technology, there are games that have become so big they are now the poster child of blockchain gaming. One of these games is called Axie Infinity, the biggest blockchain game in all of 2021. But it seems that they are not invincible and are showing signs of slowing down. Will there be a new king in blockchain gaming, or will they remain at the top of it all? Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. You are watching Crypto Cash Out, the show you go to when looking for information about anything and everything crypto. But a gentle reminder to everyone watching this video, we are not financial advisors. This means that you should never take whatever we say or show in this video as financial advice. This video is made for the sole purpose of information and education, so please do your own research before making any financial decisions. It is best for you to do so. With that being said, on to the video now. Axie Infinity has gained the title of becoming the biggest blockchain game in our world today. Its success is no stranger to anyone who is familiar with NFT gaming, cryptocurrency, or even gaming in general. The success of Axie has seen itself to rack piles of cash. It has gathered millions in revenue over the past years. However, the game has kind of slowed down for a couple of reasons, as fans have theorized. Maybe the market crashed over the past few months. Or maybe new and old games are just catching the attention of the regular users. One of those games that are testing the top reign of Axie Infinity is Gods Unchained. Although Gods Unchained isn't so much of a new game, it is definitely a game that is comparable to Axie Infinity in its format and tokenomics. In this video, we are going to talk about Gods Unchained and why it is better than Axie Infinity and guide you on how it works. Gods Unchained is a trading card game, or TCG. TCG started gaining popularity back in the 90s. It became so popular that video games today are being created in the genre such as Gods Unchained. It is a trading card game that leaps beyond other TCGs in the blockchain gaming space. That is why people are referring to it as the Axie Infinity Killer. But in order to fully understand the game, we must take a step back and look at the people behind the game. The game started making noise in the forums around July 2018 when it was revealed. It gathered so much attention from people that they could not wait until the game got officially released to the public. Eventually, the game was released in beta phase a couple months after the announcement in November 2018. In between those dates, the game already released over 1 million cards. This is because the game is being led by the brothers James and Robbie Ferguson. Both of them have backgrounds in e-commerce that adds to their reputation as founders of the game. It also helps that they have Chris Clay on their team. If the name sounds unfamiliar to you, that is because he didn't have much background on blockchain before Gods Unchained, but you know where he previously worked. He previously worked for Magic the Gathering Arena as the game director of the game. This is the video game counterpart of Magic the Gathering, which was the first mainstream TCG in the world. This explains why Gods Unchained has found as much success as it has today, and his experience with TCGs is something we should not be ignoring that much. The core gameplay of Gods Unchained revolves around the possession of cards, and these cards are NFTs. You know what that means? That means that you can sell your cards in the in-game marketplace to earn a bit of extra tokens and make money with them. The best part of the game is that you don't have to have an initial investment to earn in the game. The game is completely free to play by giving you a starter pack so that you can start playing in the game. You just have to choose from 6 different main classes of cards, and they will give you a predetermined set that you will use in the game to start playing. However, the starter pack that is given for you is free and is not considered as NFTs. This is a pack that is given to you so that you will have a general feel for the game. In addition, buying packs can also be beneficial in some ways, as it will give you access to cards that will be difficult to get otherwise. But you also have the option to grind for better cards. That is why strategizing is great in this game. There is also the option to convert your starter pack into NFTs by combining 2 to 3 of the same kind and using some tokens in exchange. I think that is another good feature they added. If the card you get does not suit your taste, you can always sell them in the in-game marketplace. This is a great way to earn a little bit extra in the game as there are expansion packs in the game. There are limited edition cards in the expansion packs that will only be available in the market for a duration of a time. Once that time duration is over, you cannot directly get the cards from the market. The only way you can get these cards is on the secondary market, where the lucky ones who got the cards you want are selling them. Now, the game works by a turn-based game where you must go head-to-head with another person in a duel. Each of you must be in possession of 30 cards in your deck. Again, you have a starter pack, so need not to worry about that. Anyway, you will also have a hero that has 30 health points. The hero will be from the god you chose starting with the game. And as per TCG rules, you get to draw a card from your deck each turn and gain 1 mana per turn in order to start playing. Your goal is to beat the enemy team with your cards and outsmart them by using strategy that will ensure your victory. More specifically, kill the hero of the enemy before they kill yours. But again, it isn't as simple as 1, 2, 3 as you have to take into account a lot of things such as the damage you're dealing with the most mana efficient card, what your enemy will do, what cards you and your enemies have, and many more. It is a game that sounds easy to pick up but is much more complicated than we think. You can even participate in weekly tournaments in the game that will reward you beautifully if you perform well in the game. With the right cards and strategy, you can easily win tournaments. The best thing about tournaments is that you can also earn cards here to expand your library of cards and come better prepared. So, if you really want to learn more on how to play the game and be better, you can participate in the weekly tournaments to earn prizes and cards. Where does the comparison with Axie Infinity start with this game? Well, we already made one earlier by saying the game is free to play. Although you have the option of buying cards in the game, you can start earning despite not having any investments in the game. Axie, you need to buy Axies from the marketplace in order to start playing, which is kind of a hassle to people with thin wallets. Another comparison to be made with both of the games is with their tokenomics. Now, let us start with Axie Infinity's tokenomics as we are only going to go briefly on them. Axie Infinity has 2 tokens being used in the game. The first is their governance token, which is called AXS. At the time of writing this video, AXS sells for around $15 and a market cap of over $950 million. They also have the utility token, which is the Smooth Love Potion or SLP that sells for $0.003,811 at the time of writing. It has a market cap of $20,485,896. Both AXS and SLP prices have slowed down since their peak around a year ago. But what about Gods Unchained? Well, for them, they have their Gods token, which is around $0.4838 at the time of writing. Now, the token is still around 8 months old and it is doing sort of great despite the market crashes in recent months. In terms of market capitalization, they are sitting at around $11.46 million at the time of writing. Because coin and token prices are relative, we look at their market cap and we can see that God's token isn't performing as well as we expect it to be. But remember that the token is still quite early, not even a year old at this point. What gives Gods Unchained the upper hand against Axie Infinity when it comes to tokens is that Gods tokens are backed up in the Immutable X or IMX. IMX basically serves as the Gods Unchained Layer Dash 2 solution. IMX makes use of ZK rollups, which allows the users and gamers to interact and use the in-game NFTs. Another plus that IMX serves for the game and convenience is that it makes transactions with the cards easy to do. With IMX, trading is easy and requires less gas fees. Both games definitely have their quirks and fun in them. They have similarities, especially with how you are supposed to collect their in-game assets and NFTs. But with how things have been going for Axie Infinity, it's like their unbreakable walls are showing signs of cracks. Will this be the time for Gods Unchained to take their spot and rule the blockchain gaming world? Well, only time can tell. But until then, we thank you for watching this video from us. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it at any point in the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button as we upload constantly in this channel. We also would appreciate if you hit like on our videos. Comment down below if you think Gods Unchained is an overall better game than Axie Infinity for a chance at a shoutout giveaway in the next video. Speaking of which, we have a video on TCG World, so if you're interested in that, go check that out. Until next time, have fun cashing out!